Hello YouTube, it's GD Falksen, and I have just come from the pool, and I'm soaking wet, and my hair looks really silly, and that is fantastic. Anyway, this is the fourth day, actually the evening of the fourth day of the World Steam Expo, and it has been a fantastic event. I'm very, very happy with it. I think they got over 1,000 people this weekend, and so it is tremendous, and I'm very happy to have been a part. Anyway, so I met some truly marvelous people today, and I would like to introduce you to some of them. So if I can have people just sort of eccentrically crowding around and being very charming and friendly. Yes, that's exactly what. Captain over to the side. No, yes, and yes, the strange. Yes. All right, very good. Oh, yeah. Oh, flowers from me. Wow. Oh, good. Oh, thank you,
sir.
Oh. I feel like the prettiest girl in the school.
You are.
Hi, Mom. Anyway, so as you will recall, last week's. Oh dear, I'm trying not to block anyone.
You're quite all right.
As you recall, no, yeah, just come sneak over in front. And there we go. And. So as you recall, last week's question of the week was related to what sort of accent you want me to read in, okay? And so the winner was Hidden Myths, Hidden X Myths. It's a special kind of myth, who wrote, and I quote, "Ye need to do some Scottish man," and then followed this up by saying, I think very appropriately, that was probably a horribly typed accent, but it amuses me. D. With a colon, actually. And I personally agree, because I know that in reading that accent, it was absolutely atrocious. And I would like to invite any Scottish people out in the audience to leave a comment about my hat, to leave a comment about my hat, and to explain exactly how one should appropriately write a Scottish accent. And so what I'd like to do, what I'd like you all to do is in your comments, leave your comments in the trousers below, as usual. And the question for this week is going to be, what is your favorite kind of hat? Specifically, what is your favorite kind of hat that you'd like me to wear? And if you'd like to do this, we already have some votes here. If you would like to leave that comment in a Scottish accent, you are more than welcome to. Extra points for doing so. But in that case, I would advise you that you leave a translation below it, because as I think I've demonstrated, I am a very poor pronouncer of the Scottish accent, and it looks like Austrians have appeared. Yeah, and for those of you who are actually not familiar with the individuals behind me, obviously they are real people, in some sense of the word. Actually, they're magnificent individuals who exist as figments of my imagination. But they also have a wonderfully developed set of fictional personifications that they've developed, and which I hope they're going to do more work with. And if the captain would come forward and introduce... So would you like to introduce yourself and your organization to the YouTube public?
Jawohl. Guten Tag, YouTube! Hello! I am Captain Reinhild Octavia von Grell, and I will rule you someday.
Well, that's the spirit.
I know. I like to be a go-getter.
Well, you know, you have to sort of get up and go, as it were.
Of course.
That's very nice.
Anyways, we are from the Imperial Anti-Piracy Squadron, exterminating pirates attractively, of course.
Oh, of course.
Since 1873.
That was a good year.
Yeah, I'll say. I got quite drunk, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, very nice.
Schwankered.
Oh.
Absolutely schwankered.
Oh, I say.
Yeah.
And then we had the Schwenkerstuhl incident.
The Schwenkerstuhl incident of 1874!
One doesn't talk about the Schwenkerstuhl incident.
Yeah.
Anyway,
One does not deny one's love for the Schwenkerstuhl.
So thank you very much, Captain. Thank you very much, all of you.
Anytime.
As I said, leave your comments below in the trouser region. Fortunately, the month of insane appearances has finally ended. However, I will be emceeing next month in, I think, 2 weeks on the 12th of June at an event in Philly called Dorian's Parlor, so I'm going to leave the information about that also below. I guess it's above the trousers, so maybe in the belt region or something. So anyway, YouTube, thank you very much. This is GD Falksen, signing off.
Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen! That's not what you say!